This was more than just a regular season matchup. It was a battle of wills between two powerhouse teams with playoff-level intensity. Giannis Antetokounmpo vs. Bam Adebayo, Kevin Porter Jr. making magic, Duncan Robinson shooting flames, and Brook Lopez delivering when it mattered most. It was wild, it was intense, and it came down to the final seconds. Before we jump in, don't forget to subscribe to Basketball Insider USA. Your support is what keeps this channel alive and allows us to keep bringing you the full picture behind every NBA battle. The opening quarter was a back-and-forth chess match. Miami came out swinging, quick, confident, and deadly accurate. Bam Adebayo, usually dominant inside, shocked the Bucks with his range. Brook Lopez sagged off him repeatedly, and Bam answered with 3 straight three-pointers. No hesitation, just catch and release. His smooth stroke silenced the crowd and gave Miami a sudden edge. On the other end, Milwaukee capitalized on Miami's early mistakes. After a Heat turnover, the Bucks pounced, converting the fast break into points and setting the tone with their transition game. Giannis was orchestrating early, bringing the ball up like a point guard and scanning the floor for seams. Then came the first wow moment. Giannis lofted a perfect lob to the rim, soared high, and crushed it with both hands. It was a warning. He wasn't just here to play, he was here to dominate. Ryan Rollins responded with a timely triple, while Kyle Kuzma went to work in the mid-range, using his length to float shots over Keel Ware. But the Heat weren't just shooting, they were swarming. Bella Larson's perimeter defense was textbook, cutting off drives and forcing bad angles. The quarter closed with Miami in front, 30-22, thanks to smart decisions, sharp shooting, and Bam's unexpected brilliance from deep. As the second quarter began, Milwaukee increased their defensive intensity. Kevin Porter Jr. turned up the heat, slashing into the lane with purpose, finishing with touch, and refusing to be denied. His mix of speed and balance was tough to handle, and he was clearly in rhythm. Meanwhile, Davion Mitchell came off the bench and injected immediate energy. He drove hard to the basket twice in a row, slipping through tight windows and laying it in with finesse. He was fearless, and it was infectious. Miami didn't fold. Bam returned to the floor and picked up where he left off, rolling off screens, finishing through contact, and running the floor with Giannis on his heels. Giannis, however, was relentless. He spun into the lane, absorbed a hit, and converted a left-handed layup plus the foul that brought the arena back to life. Giannis's athleticism was on full display, gliding past defenders and finishing with that signature Euro step that only a 7-footer can pull off that smoothly. Duncan Robinson continued to be the sniper Miami needed, curling around screens, setting his feet in midair, and knocking down another clutch three-pointer just before the halftime buzzer. At the break, the Heat still held the lead, but Giannis was just getting warmed up. The third quarter opened with a statement from the Greek Freak. Giannis scored the Bucks' first 6 points of the second half. He finger-rolled in a high-arching layup, followed it up with a soaring left-handed jam, and capped the run with a crafty finish in traffic, all within the first 2 minutes. He was taking over, but Miami adjusted. Bam got aggressive again, taking Lopez one-on-one and muscling in points around the rim. His balance, strength, and timing made him impossible to stop in the post. Duncan Robinson, shifting from shooter to playmaker, started slicing the defense and finding open teammates. Alec Burks rewarded that trust with a corner triple, then Larson joined the party with a catch-and-shoot bomb from the top of the arc. Kuzma kept Milwaukee alive with another coast-to-coast drive, Euro-stepping through traffic and finishing with style. Porter Jr. continued to create chaos, finishing in transition and cleaning up missed jumpers. Brook Lopez re-entered and made his presence felt, slamming home a putback and challenging shots at the rim. But Davion Mitchell responded by slicing through the paint and finishing a tough layup that got the bench on their feet. Heading into the fourth, the Heat had a narrow lead, but momentum was swinging both ways every minute. The Bucks opened strong again, Giannis catching another lob for his 28th point of the night. But Kyle Anderson kept Miami grounded. His rebounding was elite. He hauled in 11 boards, many of them contested, and played with unshakable composure. Davion Mitchell continued to push the pace. He dished to Burks for a triple, then hit a spinning fadeaway of his own. Moments later, he nailed a deep three, his first of the night, and it couldn't have come at a better time. Miami was up 4 with just over 3 minutes left, but Giannis answered with a rare triple of his own. Then Brook Lopez, quiet for most of the game, erupted when it mattered most. He tied the game at 109 with a thunderous lob finish, then leaned in on the next possession to give the Bucks a 2-point lead with 37 seconds left. Miami had a chance to win it. Bam took the inbounds pass, turned the corner, and attacked, but the shot didn't leave his hand until after the buzzer. It wouldn't have counted even if it fell. We were going to the wire. With the game on the line, Bam got one more crack at it. He scored through Lopez with a smooth left-hand finish. But on the other end, Porter Jr. delivered the dagger, a crazy contested shot with the clock dying, falling away from the elbow, and somehow he buried it. The final blow came when Brook Lopez rose up underneath the rim for a slam, giving the Bucks a 4-point lead and ultimately, the win. This one had everything: two elite bigs trading blows, breakout performances from role players, and a fourth quarter filled with playoff-like pressure. Giannis was a monster with over 30 points and 13 rebounds. Brook Lopez delivered in the clutch. And Kevin Porter Jr., he might have just earned himself more spotlight minutes heading into the postseason. On the other side, Bam Adebayo dropped 31 points, defended Giannis all night without a single foul, and showed the full scope of his skill set. Duncan Robinson and Kyle Anderson played their roles perfectly, but the Heat just couldn't close it out. If you enjoyed this full breakdown, don't forget to subscribe to Basketball Insider USA. Your support is what keeps this channel alive and thriving. Drop a comment with your thoughts. Who do you think was the MVP of this thriller?